everyone. I'm here to talk to you guys about menstrual cups today. Um, and I have mine with me. I personally have a Diva cup, which I purchased from Whole Foods. It was about $35, and I sell them on my website. But the brand I have is the Moon Cup, and they also have an option for rubber for women who are allergic to latex because they are made out of latex. So there is a rubber option as well. So, menstrual cups. I know a lot of people think that these are gross, and initially I did too. I did some research and I found out about a lot of the bad things that are in tampons and pads. There was some lady recently, I read an article. She got, I think, I'm not sure what, it was some gynecological cancer. It was some female cancer that she had. And they said it was the gels from the pads that she had been wearing were absorbed in the vagina and caused some kind of foreign body type situation, and she got cancer. Okay, that's really weird and gross. I don't That's weird. So yeah, I think this is actually the safest and the best thing you could do for collecting your menstrual flow. Also, I like the menstrual cup because it tells you it has 7.5 milliliters, 15 milliliters, and they also have like half an ounce. So you can measure how much you're bleeding. Okay, so if it's excessive, that maybe there's an issue. I'm not bleeding a lot. I'm bleeding too much. Things like that. So this is great for checking monthly your flow, see if there's any changes. Because if you eat differently, sometimes you may bleed more or less. So this is a good way to monitor that. And it comes in two sizes: one for if you're older, if you've given birth, and then one for if you've never given birth. So obviously, your uterus never, cervix, I'm sorry, never closes all the way after you give birth. So I understand that they may want one that's larger if you've given birth, so that you can actually it can encompass that whole space. I personally have a tilted uterus, and I haven't had any issues with this either because it suctions on the inside of the vagina. So it's really good. You can go up to 12 hours without changing it. Average is maybe about 4 to 5 hours. Still, for me, that's less than using that's less often than using a pad or tampon. So, that may be something that would be beneficial for you. So I think the menstrual cup is a really awesome invention. I know some people think it's weird because you do have to insert it, in your vagina and remove from your vagina while you're bleeding. So I can understand how some people think it's dirty. As far as cleaning it, when I enter the restroom, I make sure to get a paper towel and wet it. And once it's removed, I clean it out. I just clean it out. I dump it first and I just clean it out. I've heard some women say that they use bottled water to clean it out while they're out, and they just dry it with tissue and then reinsert it. Um, so yeah, it's really, really easy. There's different folds that you can use for it. So this is how it looks. And so in order to insert it, you obviously have to fold it. So you can do one of these folds. My favorite is, it's called the origami fold, I believe. I just pull down on one side, and it's very small like that. And I just insert it, and then it expands inside. It does have, you can boil it to clean it. Also, sometimes it does have it gets discoloration over time because of use. Obviously because it's clear and you're bleeding, and so you have the red brown color discoloration thing going on. If you want to get that, if you want to do that, clean it, I just stick it in a cup of hydrogen peroxide, and it comes out looking brand new each time. So that's been my easy way to clean it. Um, but yeah, as far as pads, tampons, I don't advocate for them because of the dyes and the chemicals. There have been pads that certain brands that if you actually look at the ingredients cotton is not even anywhere in the ingredients. So, I mean, you have to, be concerned about that as a female, as a menstruating female, because that is kind of, odd. Because you don't want to use plastics, because plastics contain, bisphenol A or BPA, and they cause hormone disruption. And what that is basically um, when your hormones don't know what to do. They're the messengers of our body, and so if they get thrown off by a chemical, you may have all kinds of, or there's a myriad of issues that you could have because of your hormones not doing things properly. Um, and so this also ties into my fertility work that I do with families that want to have children. I always tell them, like, you need to be drinking out of glass cups. None of that. Nothing that will cause estrogen dominance in the woman or cause the hormones to go RE. I also have an herb up here called Vitex that I always recommend for women to take if you are trying to regulate your periods or trying to conceive, because you pretty much need regular periods to conceive. In most cases, it makes it easier. So yeah, I tell people to take this because when your hormones are out of whack, I mean, there's so many issues you can have. You can have thyroid issues, you could have PCOS, crazy cycles. That's a bunch of stuff. So you don't want to throw your hormones off in any way. That's another reason why I don't advocate for birth control, because you never get that same hormonal balance back ever, ever. So you don't want to throw that off. I'm consistently in the process of regaining mine. It has gotten a lot better since I changed my diet as far as my regular cycles. They've gotten a lot better. They come pretty often, pretty regular now, I mean, but there was a point in time where it was every 7 weeks I was menstruating, and then sometimes it'd be every 4. And I just didn't know when I was gonna have a period or not. So that's my review of the Diva Cup. I think it's a great product. Like I said, I use Moon Cups. I sell Moon Cups on my website. If you are unable to find a Diva Cup retailer near you, but I got it from Whole Foods. $35, I believe. I believe I said that already as well. If you have any questions, he's always here. It's going to be blissfulvitalitywellness@gmail.com. And my website, again, is blissfulvitalitywellness.com. That's it. Vitex, help you regulate your cycles. This will give it 3 to 4 months of consistent Vitex. Because, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen with 1 month. And you are supposed to take this 2 to 3 times a day. I mean, it's really based on you. I would start off with 1 time a day and move up. I wouldn't want you to take it and something were to happen. Always consult your physician if you're starting a new medical regimen, herbal regimen, things like that. So like I said, this is my menstrual cup. This is it in comparison to my hand, so you can see how big it is, things like that. So yeah, it's not really that big. Like I said, I have the mommy one. I don't have the other one. So this is a size 2. Size 2. Okay, but if you have any questions, I'll put everything in the description box. And I hope to see you all soon.